Test, test, test. Boom, boom, boom. All right.
Test, 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 boom, boom, boom. Yeah, we're great.
Snap. Hey, is my thing look right?
Love Ed with Julie and MJ.
Everyone wants to feel accepted.
And everyone needs to feel accepted.
But what if you are accepted, but you don't feel accepted?
We're introducing a new intimacy imposter today in our Relationology series on Love Ed with Julie and MJ.
If you remember, we've been sharing truth for thriving in relationships.
And in this series, we're identifying intimacy imposters, which are relational needs we seek out or settle for other than the true intimacy our heart longs for.
Acceptance can be one of those imposters. But how can we be accepted but not feel accepted? How does that work out?
Jesus describes it. He says to his disciples, "You shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free." Now, what we wish Jesus said was, the truth will set you free, and then you'll know it. But the knowing, the believing part comes first, and then the experience part. It can be that way with acceptance a lot. Many people don't feel accepted simply because they don't believe they are.
You're talking about the person who's loved, cared for, maybe even looked up to, but still struggles with sense of self-worth, low self-worth, depression, maybe even leading to self-harm.
Exactly. Or think of the opposite guy, that awkward, socially challenged dude who doesn't realize that the way that he's interacting with other people is like pushing them away. He is oblivious and completely content in his oblivion.
You kind of identify with that maybe from your childhood, maybe?
Maybe a little, until I hit middle school, and then I started to actually feel the rejection.
So is that it? Most of us are accepted, but we don't feel accepted?
No, it's more complicated than that. The fact is, most of us are not accepted the way we want to be accepted, which is just the way I am.
Well, many would say that is a dictionary definition of acceptance.
Everybody's got a dark side. Can you love me? Can you love mine?
Can you not sing right now?
Are you not accepting me?
I'm not accepting the way that you're singing
But
that
if
song.
you truly accept me just the way I am, then that includes my dark side.
Yeah, this isn't about your dark side, honey. I know your dark side. This is about your bad pitch side.
You see, it's unfair for me to insist that if people are going to accept me, they have to accept everything about me. Not everything about me is acceptable.
Truth.
And probably true of you too.
But many times that's what we do. We insist that the people who love us accept everything about us.
And let's get a little more serious here. What if my big problem wasn't singing badly, but maybe, I don't know, looking at porn?
Which is a problem that you had at one time.
Indeed. And you would have been a blame fool to accept that in me. In fact, I knew you never could accept that, not in a million years. And the fact that you wouldn't is one of the things that helped me break free. If you would have been like, "Oh, honey, I love you and your dark side and everything," I don't know where I'd be today.
And you share how you broke free from porn in a man-to-man video series.
Yep, you can click the link that just appeared on your screen to watch one of those videos.
So if we can't be accepted just the way we are, but we need acceptance, how do we find peace?
We have to find peace as we learn to be accepted in spite of the way we are.
Being accepted in spite of the way we are. Sound intriguing? Because it is. And Mike talks about that further in this week's recommended readings from our Date Night Advice blog.
In fact, I explain how your pursuit of unconditional acceptance will eventually drive you to one of two basic alternatives, and neither of those alternatives are good. I talk about that at length again in the DNA posts, links below. Check them out.
Then join us next week as we identify another intimacy imposter.
As we continue our Relationology series, where we share truth for thriving in relationships.
On Love Ed with Julie and MJ.
Love Ed with Julie and MJ.
Just the way I am.
Well, many would say that that's a textbook definition of acceptance.
Accept me. That would be awesome to do that.